You know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very big year for television, as you know, especially with all the spectaculars that all the networks put on. But it seems that every time somebody watches a spectacular, they finish watching it and they say, gee, I wish they'd have done something else. Something seems to be missing. And I think most everybody, if they were going to put on a big-time show, would have their own special guest stars they would like to see. For example, if I was going to produce a spectacular on television this year, I would like to have something that was very unusual, that nobody has seen before. For example, if I could produce my own spectacular, I would like to start off with, for example, 3 doctors performing a live operation. And they would be doing delicate surgery, like removing Randolph Churchill's foot from his mouth. Now, that's the opening. Then I think I'd bring on Prince Rainier and Grace Kelly doing their inimitable version of Yes, Sir, That's My Baby, which they broke in with so much success last week at the Palace. And then, yes, they did. Then our cameras, the cameras on this spectacular, would switch to Rockefeller Center, where Elvis Presley would be sealed in a time capsule. To be opened in the year 2000. Let them figure it out. Now, as you know, every big spectacular should have a great comedy team. Now, as you know, many comedy teams have had a feud and then they've broken up. But on my spectacular, I would like to have my comedy team have a feud first and then put them together as a comedy team. For example, can you just visualize these 2 people as a comedy team appearing together on the same stage the very night? So how about a nice welcome for that new comedy team, Sullivan and Allen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show right here this evening. I've got a really, really big surprise for you, ladies and gentlemen. Our stage this evening right here. I'm going to... Thank you. I'm going to step out of character this evening and become an entertainer for you. So right now, I would like to hear a nice reception for my new comedy partner. So let's hear it really big out there for Steve Allen. Steve Areno, it's really good to see you this evening. How are you feeling, youngster? Why don't you tell the folks in our audience tonight the joke that you were telling me backstage? What do you say, fella? It's a really, really funny joke, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that this panhandler stops the gentleman on the street and he said, I'd like to have $1 to join my family. So why don't you tell him what the panhandler said, Steve? Well, anyway, the fellow says, $1 to join your family, where are they? And the panhandler says, in the front row at Lowe's Pitkin. It gets a really big laugh when Polly Bergen tells it. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce in our audience out here this evening a celebrity. I'd like to have him stand up and take a bow. Mr. Brett Maverick. Maverick, would you stand up out there, please? Maverick, I wonder if you'd mind spraying a few bullets around for the kiddies tonight in the studio. Let's hear it out there, Brett. Only 5 out of 6. He seemed to miss one, didn't he, Steve? That would be one of the big acts I would like to see on this spectacular. Now, to finish my spectacular, I'd like to see something very warm, intimate, and human. For example, we all see Mr. Edward R. Murrow, the distinguished erudite reporter, every week. And as you know, he visits famous personalities in their home. But just once, I would like to visit the home of Ed Murrow. Now, Mr. Murrow must have the same problem, for example, like a lot of parents have. He has to wash the dishes once in a while and probably put the kids to bed. So tonight, let's visit the home of Edward R. Murrow as he says goodnight to his young son. Good evening, son. It's time to go nighty-night. I thought tonight, son, that perhaps you might like to hear the remainder of the rather amusing bedtime story, The Three Little Pigs. You'd like a drink of water. As you might recall last evening, son, the wolf had just arrived at the home of the third little pig. You'd like some more water. The third little pig lived in a conventional split-level brick home at the far end of Willow Lane. And the wolf said, if you do not let me in, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. You'd like another drink of water. And so the wolf huffed and he puffed and he huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed, etc. It means more huffing and puffing. Son, if you're going to continually interrupt, perhaps I'd best finish the story tomorrow evening. You'd like another drink of water. Son, would you care to visit the bathroom? No? Good night and good luck.